בוקר טוב חברים. רב טור קהלת, פרק ח', פסוק ג'. אל תיבהל מפניו תלך, אל תעמוד בדבר רע, כי כל אשר יחפוץ יעשה. אל תיבהל מפניו תלך. אל תיבהל מפניו תלך. אומר רש"י, אל תהי נבהל, don't be בבהלה, whoa, in rush, saying, תלך, I'll run away, ותברח מפניו למקום שאינו שולט שם. Meaning, we learned in the previous psukim that a person has to know he has to keep the Torah and the mitzvot or follow the laws of the country that you live in. Right? That's the two perushim that we learned from Rashi. The first perush, the pasuk talks in pasuk bet, Ani pi melech shemo va'al divrat shavuat Elohim. Meaning that I keep the laws of the Torah that I promised in Har Sinai already that I'll keep it. That's one way. And the second Parush talks about being a good citizen. You live in a country, pay taxes. Pasuk Gimel goes back, and if we read the Pasuk according to the first pshat or the second pshat, it means if we're going to learn according to the first pshat, that it talks about you and HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Omer al tibahel mipanav telech. Don't say, I'll run away. Why? I don't want him to catch me. Omer Shlomo HaMelech. Don't rush to talk that way. Don't rush in running away. Why? Shebechol makom hu sholet. You hear this? HaKadosh Baruch Hu controls everywhere. So whatever you're gonna, whatever you're planning to run away, he's gonna catch you. So just be a good person, a good Jew. Make the right decisions, so you don't have to think some thoughts, I have to run away. Because you cannot run away. That's if you learn that you have to follow the Hashem's way in the Torah. And if we talk about keeping the laws of the city, the country that you live in, don't tell yourself, I'm not going to pay. I'll run away. Don't think so. You know why? Because at the end of the day, somehow, the IRS, they're going to get you. It could be in 5 years. It could be in 8 years. It could be in 10 years. But at the end, they're going to catch you. So just do the right things. Sometimes people do silly things. Very silly. They're not going to catch me. They're not going to catch me. And I'm not talking only about paying taxes. It's to do the right things in life. And if you don't, one day, they're going to catch you. Not me. Listen to a story. Listen to a story. Somebody had an issue with his wife. The marriage was a big mess. Very, very messy. Very messy. They went to the Beit Din, and Beit Din said, there's no even a chance of Shalom Bayit. They tried to figure it out. It didn't work. Okay? we're going to give a get. The husband decided, I'm not going to give a get. I want to teach her a lesson. See, some husbands think that marriage is a school, and the husband is a teacher, and she's a student. And if she doesn't listen, well, there is timeout. And he's going to put on, on timeout. That's how some husbands think that way. Also the other way around. Don't get me wrong. It works both ways. Anyway, this lovely husband decided he's not giving a get to his wife because you know how he's gonna have to teach her a lesson. And they tried here and there, it didn't work. If I remember correctly, the case took place, I think, in Israel. And the husband went away to America. If that's what I remember correctly. Okay? He went away. Right? That's the case. I'm not going to give a get. I'm going to run away. And that's the perfect example of what many people do. But Shlomo HaMelech says, Al tibaher mipanav telech. Don't rush in making such decisions. I'll run away. Because one day you're going to get caught. This person, if I remember correctly, I think either 8 years or 12 years, he didn't give a get to his wife. Okay, he didn't give a get to his wife. His mother passed away. And the funeral took place where? In Israel. So he had to go back to Israel. Beautiful. He has to go back to Israel. In Israel, they have the rabbis, the rabbinical court in Israel, they have some power. If you don't give a get, they can put you in jail. They're not going to release you until they give a get.
Wow.
But here, it was a better case. Do you know what the rabbi did? He did not give permission to bury the mother. You want to bury your mother? Fine, give a get. No, we're not going to bury his mother. Habibi, within 12 hours, she got the get. Some cases, they put him in jail. Sometimes it doesn't help. Many times it does help. But sometimes you have those stubborn people. I'll be in jail for the rest of my life. I'll give you hell. He doesn't care. In this case, Beit Din give an order not to bury the mother. Oh, mama, how could I do it to my mother? Baby, the get came very quick. He thought he's going to run away. He's not going to give a get. He's going to teach her a lesson. Habibi, mahakim lecha, the way, and then back, one day they catch you. So you have to know, don't be too smart. Just do the right things and have a normal life and have a peaceful and have good life. But once you start with the monkey business, it works for a year, 2, 3, but at the end of the day, it doesn't last. Yes?
You said that the government does monkey business. They do monkey business, yeah?
I never said that, but go ahead.
Okay.
Keep going with the monkey business.
That's all.
Okay, next. Here in America, even if you're in the government,
When's this? How do you know what? How
just pay. That's it.
Everything.
Just go to a good accountant, and it's gonna work it out.
Right.
But not to pay into.
Many people take food stamps or this, that. He said, you know, the own president's son takes food stamps, you know, so why can't
I don't know about that, but go
It
ahead.
sounds like monkeyism. I think you mean loophole.
loophole, yeah, this, so they
That's
all do it.
Loopholes that it's by the law, it's
Yeah,
okay
by the
because
law.
that's
Yeah,
the
of
law.
course. It's the same.
But loopholes that it's against the law, one day they're gonna catch. But it's Habibi, it's gonna happen. It was a very sad story.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. Listen to a story. My father-in-law's grandfather, Alav Shalom, he was 96. He was 96. I think he lived either in Brooklyn area. I think he lived in Brooklyn. And a thief, came to his house. He took his kippah. He choked him and put him in his mouth, choked him to death.
I choked him to death?
Yes.
With
Yeah,
the-
how told the fact that it was an old man tied him down. It was and nobody knew anything. Nobody knew who killed him. It was in the news. Nobody knew who killed him. He killed him and he took his money. 96 years old. How much money can he have already? Old man. And nobody knew anything. They tried to. I'm going back almost 40 years ago, maybe more. Maybe more. I can find out. And nobody knew anything. This guy, when you do such a thing, and it's the first time, you cannot keep it in your heart. You always have to say to a friend or somebody. This Dib told his girlfriend what he did. And that's it. A year or 2 years after, got into a big fight, and they broke up. She hated him so much, and she went and she snitched on him. And that's how he ended up in jail. And got lifetime. So his girlfriend snitched on him that he killed. And it was in the New York Times. My father-in-law showed me that. One day, you get caught. It could be even your closest friend. It could be even your girlfriend. And I don't want to sound bad, but Hazar tell us even your wife.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the plan is I'm not gonna tell my wife secrets. No, that's not the class. Just exactly. Ciao. יפה מאוד. He got caught. At the end, you get caught. So why would you do crazy stuff? It was a very sad story. Today's a beautiful day, but the story is a little sad. It was the rabbi of Ashkelon. I remember correctly, his name is Arav Samin. The chief rabbi of Ashkelon, he's still alive. His wife, a couple of years ago, 12 years ago, about his wife, she was home alone. And somebody came in. He took scotch tape. He tied her to the chair. והרג אותה. לקח את הכסף and ran away. The father came home, he saw his wife. Wow, the disaster. It was terrible. And it happens to be that I know the kids. It was a very sad story. It's not that even the mother died more.
Right.
That's, when Has v'Shalom, a family member, gets sick, and it's a year or 2 or 3, it's not a shocking, it's a boom. Slowly, Hashem does it, so people are ready to accept that they're going to lose a very close relative. Here, it's not the case. You come home one day and the world, your world gets destroyed in 1 second. It was very sad. And the police tried to fingerprint or something. Didn't work. They did not find the person. About 9 months after, the guy got caught. How? Watch this. He got caught stealing in Petah Tikva. So watch this. The first robbery he did was in Ashkelon. Maybe it was something also in between. But he got caught stealing in Petah Tikva. Now watch this. In Petah Tikva, he got caught. And there, the cops found out that he's the one who stole in Ashkelon and also robbed. How did they find out? Listen carefully. They took fingerprints, but there was something else that we don't know. They have, again, I was told from the family member how they found out.
Yeah.
I don't know about how it works today. That's what I heard. And I heard from a very close family, meaning the consuegro of this family. That's what he told me. When the cops came to the house and they took fingerprints, they have a machine that goes, they put it in the room. Every person, your body, you have certain, it's called in Hebrew,
Energy.
gelehom,
Heat signature.
heat signature that comes out from your body. Every person has it. So what they did, they took a machine and it goes around, and it takes your heat signature of your body, a homazeh, and they have it saved. The shamon. The same way today you have in the banks, you call a bank, they ask you today for your information, they have your voice recorded, and that's in safe. Next time you're gonna call and you're gonna ask for, I wanna, over the phone, withdrawal or anything else, especially those who have the Zelle account, and they want to do things and it doesn't work, and you call the number, they have your voice recorded. If it matches, they'll do it. If not, goodbye. You know that? Yes, they have it. Yeah. Today, if you call, they're going to ask you before. If you want to close anything, they're going to ask you that you want to save your voice recording. They have it till today. I know because they did it to me. I asked something once to do something. So this, they told me we have to record your voice. And that's in safe. You can imagine you have millions of people's voices recorded. And if you want to do any move, forget about your information ID, forget about it. And forget about your fingerprints. They have your voice. This is in the banks. I'm telling you, in the cops and the police, what they have today, I don't know if it's everywhere, they have safe also your vibes that comes from your body. Okay? They have it safe. Now watch this. When he got caught stealing in Petah Tikva, they had their fingerprint, they had his body checked, and pop! What popped up? 9 months ago, we have saved the energy of a person's body. And when that match, boom, the case opened, and that's how they found out that he's the one who killed and who is the one that robbed. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the Hukm Torah is not religious.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how he got caught. He got caught stealing and robbing and killing. You know how? From your body's energy. Vibes, יש לך פה כל מיני גלים, waves of heat that comes from your body. It's being saved, and that's how they got him. Shabbat them, Israelis patenting, out there. What they have there, what they have. How they get, if you think how they catch the Mehablim, these people from Gaza, in Bethlehem and Shechem, how? And they catch them within 24 hours. Man, they have a system that we don't know. And that's one of them. That's one of them. Forget about fingerprint. That's the easy part. That's the easy part of it.
Technology.
This is very old. Exactly. What they have today, forget it. I once read years ago, 20 years ago, how the FBI used to work. Back in the days, today forget about it. Back in the days, how they worked, how they caught people, what type of techniques and moves, what they did. What a brilliance of people that know how to catch people today. They have much more. And Habibi, you cannot run away. And today, everything is being. Forget about recording. They know everything about you. You have your phone, you have the icon, you have. Oh my gosh, a voice sign. Very sad story. But it's good messages. It's a good message for life. About, 14 years ago or less, a friend of mine came to me and he spoke to me that he has a case, there's a girl that he wants to date, but he's not sure if it's okay. So I told him, what's the case? Why do you have doubts? Why you're not sure if you could go ahead and date her? So he tells me because she didn't get the get yet. So I told him, Eshet Ish, you're playing with fire. Rabbi, it's already 2 years they don't live together. I said, they don't live together. That doesn't give you a green light.
Wow.
She's an Eshet Ish. Rabbi, if you'll hear the story, there is no chance that she's going to go back to him. So, what are you talking about? So listen to the story. It's not nice, but listen to the story. This fellow Jew, he was married to her. And, life was a little mess. Not so much. They lived together nice, but she felt that, he doesn't love her so much. Sometimes they have illusions. Sometimes it's true. So, one day, it's late, and he doesn't show up. So she calls him, he doesn't answer. Calls him again. Okay, he came home very late. What happened? Work and business. Okay, fine. 3 days after, the same story. His car is coming late. He was supposed to pick up the kid, and it didn't. Fine. After 3 times, she said something is fishy. Do you know what she did? Today, it's easy. I'm going back 15 years ago or so. The Mercedes, you call the company, and then they could tell you if your car was stolen, where's the car? They have the icon. I remember when they came out with the GPS inside the car, you call, let's say, you got stuck, you call, and they have
Know where you are. Right.
Yeah, and I'm sorry?
The ordinance.
Right. And they can tell you how to do and what to do. So the wife called the company and asked, where's my car? So they told her, where's the car? Sure enough, it was in a hotel. What? My husband's car is in a motel? So she took a car and she went to that motel. And she looks around and she sees her husband's car is there. So she's waiting in the car. Waiting, and after a couple of minutes, the guy comes out with a G. With a girl. She opens the door and she walks straight to his face. You left me for this one? Habibi, marriage is over. And it was a war. Now, so this guy tells me, this is the case. There is no change in the world that she goes back to him. It's end of the story. Klum and matzav. She cheated on him and she caught him alive. The Habibi, no chance. And she's, she needs to get every day. Like in a week or two already, they settled already a date and it's gonna happen. So he asked me if it's okay to date a girl who's ready for 2 years. She doesn't live with him, and the husband cheated on his wife, and there is no chance that they're gonna live together. Can I? I told them don't play with fire. Eshet ish, the esh. Walk away. Wait 2 weeks, 2 months, if it's gonna happen. By the time she has a kid, then we can talk. Tell them, are you crazy? Again, how did he get caught? She called the company, where's my car? Meaning my car got stolen. And he told her, where's the car? Bekitsu, you can get caught at that. So why two silly things? Want to hear a better story? I'll give you a better story. Steve, this is something unbelievable. A case took place in September 11. What do you guys recall September 11? Kindergarten. That's good. But what happened in the world? Nothing good.
So
the Twin Towers, right? Fine. It's more simple. A person who used to work in the Twin Towers, okay? His wife called his number and it doesn't answer. And she calls him, she's crying, please call me back, Moshe, please call me back. And he doesn't call back. 10:30, he calls her. Hon, what's going on? You okay? Yes, I'm okay. Where are you? I'm in my office. What do you mean in office? There's a fire over there. What are you talking about? What fire? What, hon? Are you drunk? And he tells her, and she tells him, are you drunk? I'm drunk. There is no Twin Towers already. A fire. I'm in my office here. I see the view. הבנתם? זה מה שקרה. זה מה שקרה. הבנתם? הלך ונתפס. הכל. בואי רבי רבו ישראל שלמה המלך. אל תיבהל מפניו תלך. You're gonna be so smart. Don't be too smart. Don't be too smart. Do the right things that after you wouldn't regret. And if you think I'm going to run away, you're not going to be able to run away. עכשיו, I want to share with you a halacha. Who remembers somebody who tried to run away? But I'm not talking about the government. I want to go back to the Pirush Rishon. Who tried to run away from Hashem and it didn't work out so well?
from
Yes, from Hashem. Government, chalas, we know, get a lot of stories today. I want to know who ran away from, he tried to run away from Hashem, but it didn't work.
Yonah.
Yonah Navi, beautiful. A boy said Yonah Navi. What happened there? HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to send Yonah to Nineveh. Can we get a chumash over there? Give us to Steve. Thank you. Let's go to Haftarat Yom Kippur. Haftarat Yom Kippur, Minhash Yom Kippur, it's on page 625. Haftarat Yonah. מה כתוב? ויהי דבר אדוני אל יונה בן אמיתי לאמור, קום לך אל נינווה העיר הגדולה וקרא עליה כי עלתה רעתם לפניי. Hashem tells Yonah, I want you to go to Nineveh and tell them to do teshuvah. ויקום יונה לברוח תרשישה מלפני השם. You hear this? Again. ויקום יונה לברוח מלפני השם. He got up to run from Hashem. וירד יפו, באמצע האונייה, באה תרשיש, ויתן סחרה, וירד בה ולבוא על עמהם תרשישה מלפני אדוני. So Hashem wanted to go to Nineveh. He does not want to go. He does not want to get nevuah. Now you have to know, if you leave the country, Eretz Israel, there is no nevuah machutz Eretz Israel. Nevuah is only in Eretz Israel. Before Am Israel came to Eretz Israel, you do find nevuah by Moshe Rabbeinu. That's before Am Israel came to Eretz Israel. Once Am Israel came to Eretz Israel, that's how the Kuzari, Rabbi Yonatan Kuzari, nevuah shura be'Eretz Israel. So he planned, let me run away to Tarshisha, Turkish, and that's how I'm not going to get any nevuah, no prophecy, and that's how Hashem cannot send me to Nineveh to tell them how to rebuke up the people there. Now, he had a good attention because the people who lived in Nineveh are goyim. And he says, I know if I'm going to go to Nineveh and I'm going to rebuke the goyim, they're going to do teshuvah. And that's going to be against my nation, my brothers, the Jews. Because the Satan is going to go up to Hashem and he's going to say, look, the goyim did teshuvah right away. Look at my people. Look at the goyim. You send one time Yonah, and look what happened. The people did teshuvah, and everything is great. So why should I go? So Bemet Yonah didn't want to go there. So not to bring Chas v'Shalom bad decrees on his own brothers. So Ma'asa, he ran away. He ran away. How did he run away? You know how he ran away? He came to Yafo. Yafo, it's the port, beautiful. He goes to the sailor and he tells him, Habibi, how much is the ticket? And he gives him the price, 50. Beautiful. Here's 50. What time are we leaving? Because when I get customers to fill up the boat. Habibi, how much seats you have there? How much is left over? 200? Here is the money for 200 people and leave right now. That's why it says Vayiten Sechara. Maze Sechara? The full Sechara for the whole boat. Okay, he gets the money, Vayered Ba, and he runs away. Pasuk Dalit. Adonai hitil ruach gedola el hayam vayisar gedol bayam ha'oniyah hisheva lihishaver. So Hashem brought huge waves. The ha'oniyah, in only one boat, one was about to break. What about all other boats around? Nothing. No. Nothing.
No waves.
No waves.
Yeah,
No. There is waves
Only for that.
only for that
That
specific
boat.
boat. And all other boats, they go smooth. זה מה שכתוב. והשם הטיל רוח גדולה בים ויסעה גדולה והאונייה, לא כתוב האוניות. Only one אונייה, one boat, Hisheva was about to break. Wow. So number one, you see Yonah is paying a full price for the whole boat to run away. And second, Hashem brings a storm. And the waves, and the strong waves. Only one boat is there, gets the waves, and all the rest are okay. The sailors and all the people on the boat were praying to each one to his own God. Obviously, they worship idols. They took all their kelim, the vessels, and throw it to the ocean. להקל מעליהם. ויונה ירד אל ירכתי הספינה וישכב וירדם. Yonah, the only one who went downstairs to go to sleep. Meaning, if we have to die, let me sleep. I don't want to feel it. Let me die easy. He's running away from Hashem. He's going to sleep. If something happens, at least I'm sleeping. The sailor goes down to him. What are you sleeping? Go pray to your God. Maybe your God is going to save us. לכו ונפיל הגורלות ונדעה בשל מי הרעה הזאת. They decided, let's make a raffle. And let's find out because of whom is this whole storm and boat is about to break. ויפילו גורלות ויפול הגורל על יונה. They make a raffle. And whose name came up? So once again, he's running, and whatever he does, he gets to a dead end. He wants to go to sleep. The sailor, hello, wake up. He wakes up to make a raffle. Oops! Whose name came up? Yonah. It says, Vayapilu goralot. Many goralot. Many raffles. Not one, many. And each time Yonah's paper came up. That's the crazy part. If you have an issue, okay, let's kill somebody because it's his fault. Who should be killed? Let's do a raffle. Are you crazy? I'm going to kill you. I'll take you. I'll throw you to the ocean. Why are you killing me? No, based on the raffle? Doesn't make no sense. But what happened here, the raffle came over and over and over and was only Yonah. Yonah, get the message. Doesn't want to get the message. Makatum. So they told him, Hagida lanu ba'asher lemi hara'a hazot. They tell him, what's going on? And he says, I know why. It's my fault. It's my fault. And the end of Pasuk Yud, ויראו האנשים יראה גדולה ואמרו אליו, מה זאת עשית? כי ידעו האנשים כי מלפני השם הוא בורח. He's running from Hashem. You're running from Hashem, and he goes to the ocean. They're going to talk to me. Boy, Hashem spoke to him. And they took him. And we know this story. They threw him to the ocean. And who came? A big fish. And how long was he inside? How long was he inside?
3 days.
Let's not guess. It's either we know it or we don't know it. מה כתוב? תסתכלו מה כתוב.
3 ילדות, 3 ימים.
איפה אתה קורא?
פסוק א'.
פרק ב' פסוק א', יפה. ויאמר אדוני דג גדול לבלוע את יונה ויהי יונה בפני הדג 3 ימים ו3 לילות. You're in the grave for 3 days. For 3 days he's in the grave. בתור הקבר. And he's alive. Get the message. No. מה עשה הקדוש ברוך הוא? You feel too comfortable over here. He tells the dog, which was a male, throw him out. Spit him out. And who's going to swallow him? A female fish. דגה. תראו מה כתוב. פסוק ב' ויתפלל יונה אל אדוני אליו ממעי הדגה. Wow. Second time when he got swallowed was in a female fish. And inside, he cannot move because the fish had millions of billions of babies. It was so hot. He lost his hair. He couldn't move. ויתפלל יונה, השם ממעי הדגה, I can't. It's too much. I can't breathe over here. I can't. Please. Oh, now? Okay. Pasuk Yud Aleph. Look at the left column, the Mala. ויאמר אדוני לדג ויכה את יונה אל היבשה. He threw him, spit him all the way to the shore. Then Pasuk Aleph, ויהי דבר אדוני אל יונה שלאמור, קום, לך אל נינווה העיר הגדולה, וקרא אליה את הקריאה, אשר אנוכי דבר אליך. So, Hashem tells her now, go to Nineveh and do what I tell you to do. Why can't you just do it from the beginning? Why you have to go through this whole story, Yonah? But do you know what's beautiful about this Haftarah? Why do we read this Haftarah on Yom Kippur? This is why. Why do we read this Haftarah on Yom Kippur? You hear the question? Aboisai tishma'u ma katuv b'shulchan aruch. כתוב בשולחן ערוך, סימן תרח"ב, הלכות יום הכיפורים. It says, ומוציאים ספר תורה, והשלישי מפטיר ביונה. Why ביונה? תשמעו מה כתוב פה במשנה ברורה. אומר המשנה ברורה. הוא מפטיר ביונה. Why? Two reasons. First, שמדבר מן התשובה, because the Sefer talks about people do תשובה, ועוד שאין יכולים לברוח מן השם מתברך. You cannot run away from Hashem. Here is Yom Kippur. Do what he tells you to do. It's okay. Habibi, Yom Kippur is the day. I'm going to run away. You're not. You cannot run away from him. Because he's going to get you even on the plane. He's going to get you down there on a boat. He's going to get you inside the cave. You cannot run away. Do teshuvah. You know who's the perfect person? Yonah. Yonah Navi, he tried to run away from Hashem. So from the boat, from the sailor, from the ocean, from the fish, from the female fish. Now, I can't. Good. Just get the message from the beginning. Why do you have to run away? Atem shamatem? Ay. But do you know what's the real message? The real message, you know. Do you know why we read Haftarah Yonah beside of this message? Is to teach us sometimes people give up. And sometimes people, they commit suicide. Why people commit suicide? They believe my pain will be over. But the little surprise is waiting for you up there in heaven. Not only that you're not finishing your pain here, you're going to come back, the Gilgul, and you're going to suffer twice in triple. So why can't you just end up, you to come here and get it done? Just be a good boy, do the right thing. אומר שער הציון, תשמעו מה כתוב פה, it's a long piece. כי האדם חושב כמה פעמים לייאש את עצמו, sometimes people just give up. שאין יכול לתקן בשום אופן. That's it, I did so many עבירות. My end of life is going to be terrible, and who knows what's going to be up there, Shabbat. Takes the gun, boom! That's nuts. You know why? אומר הרב תדע לך, אבל טעות, you're making a big mistake, שסוף דבר at the end יהיה כל מה שהקדוש ברוך הוא רוצה מנפשו שיתקן. At the end, whatever Hashem wants you to do, you're going to have to do. And you're going to have to fix. שיהיה מוכרח ולתקן, you're going to be forced to fix it. ויבוא עוד פעם, ופעמיים לעולם הזה, ובעל כורחו, יוכרח לתקן. You're going to be forced to fix all the mess that you did. ואם כן, למה לא כל העמל? Why do you want to go through this? למות ולסבול חיבוט הקבר ושאר הצרות ולחזור עוד הפעם. Why should you? Just fix. It takes a little time, but finish it. Get it done. Get it over. And Be'ezrat Hashem, you'll be very happy. Abotai, from the pasuk that we learned today, it's not only that. Message one, be a good citizen and pay taxes. And just do whatever, whatever you're going to do. But you cannot run away. Not only because you cannot run away from the government, that's one of the Pirushim, but if you take it between you and HaKadosh Baruch Hu, do what you got to do. And if you messed up once, do teshuvah. And if you did it twice, keep doing teshuvah. And if you messed it up 20 times, still do teshuvah. The message is, don't give up and don't commit suicide. Because whatever you got to have to do and fix now, you're going to have to come back again and again, and you're going to suffer a bit sa'al with seven. Why should you? Finish it now. Be happy, and everything will be great and okay. We got it? Hazako Baruch.